Hey guys, and welcome to a new Let's Play. We're going to try out The Long Dark. Now, this is it's a sandbox survival game. It's got a little bit of a story to it, but they're working on all that still. It's very unforgiving, to put it bluntly. It's, we like survival games. That's what I tend to play quite a bit of. So we're going to go into sandbox. You've got 3 different experience levels, basically easy, normal, and hard. Let's go ahead and go through them real quick. You wanted the long road to observe the quiet apocalypse. You're here to chronicle the passing of the era, soak up the atmosphere, and enjoy the aesthetics of experience. It's for players who are more interested in pencil exploration than harrowing survival. Wildlife won't attack you, so you don't have to worry about the wolves and stuff. This is for players who are looking for a reasonable challenge, a reasonably challenging exploration survival experience, but not a punishing one. And this is for players who are looking for a punishing, challenging survival experience. Gameplay is tuned to be more realistic, wherever this makes the experience more challenging. Your demise waits beyond every hilltop, shelter, and tree. Only by skill and determination can you snatch another hour. Yeah, we're going to try it on the 2nd level. Only because I have watched one episode of a guy playing this, and it was mid-play, so it was a lot of stuff that I don't have access to starting out. So I am not going to know very much about anything except for the few things that I saw him do in that 15 or 20 minute episode. I am trying to not watch anything on this so that we learn it together. By all means, if you know informative, nice little tricks and tips, by all means leave a comment. But just like the other games that we've got and been playing over the last week or so, 2, 3, however long, these are all just fillers, games to play a little bit, see if they pique my audience's attention, and if they do, then we'll play them. You play them out. Elsewise, expect only a handful of episodes until we move on to something else. Again, the 19th of March, we will be playing the heck out of Witcher 3. On the 24th of April, which will probably be right about the time, maybe a day or 2 ahead of when you get this, we're going to start playing the Dungeons 2, and expect an episode, maybe 2 episodes a week from each of these different games, depending upon what I'm playing the most of, and what you all seem to watch the most of. So, alright, let's get into it. We're going to play a dude. Alright, so we can only play in one region. Now, I think the other guy was playing here. I'm not sure. Or maybe it was here. Coastal Highway sounds familiar. This kind of does it. This doesn't. So I think he was playing here. So I think you unlock them as you play them. But we'll see. A mysterious geomagnetic down in the northern Canadian wilderness. How long can you survive? No lists of things to be done. The day provided to itself the hour. There is no later. This is later. All things of grace and beauty, such that one holds them to one's heart, have a common provenance in pain, their birth in grief and ashes. Cormac McCarthy, The Road. All right, one boo-boo. Let's go into options. I set the mouse sensitivity way too high. We'll set it at 25. Back to the game. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, so we just crashed. We're right here. I don't know where we're at. You can hit the tab key, brings up your information. You've got equipment. You can forage for wood to create fires. If you've got a place you can create a fire. A log, which is basically what's happened. First aid for if you get injuries, and different first aid ingredients and stuff, which I don't think I have any of this. Maybe you start with a little bit of it. You can start a fire, and then you can use a bedroll. Now, this is your important information. We got about 10 days of daylight left. Feels like negative 24 Celsius. Now, I want to know, how do I turn that to Fahrenheit? Because I am North America. Display, quality, screen units, metric, clock, field of view. Let's try putting this on Imperial and see if that changes it. I doubt it will, though. That should be meters and whatnot. No, it does. All right, so we've got a regular temperature there. which is slowly dropping as we're standing here. The air temperature, your wind chill, the bonuses you get from clothing, because you do wear clothing. Fatigue, cold, hunger, and thirst. Them are the things we're going to have to maintain throughout this game. That's helped by sleeping, that's by being warm, that's by eating, and that's by drinking. So let's get out of here before we freeze to death out here. We're leaving footprints. That's kind of cool. The field of view is a little skewed for me. It makes my eyes feel kind of weird, but I'm going to wait till I get somewhere safe before I mess with that. So I don't know where we're at. I did do a little bit of a cheat, not a big cheat. I opened up a map in another window, and it's on it's on my left monitor. And I don't know where I'm at though. So as soon as I find out where I'm at, I'll have a generalized overlay, topographical, whatever. Just, you know, basics of the topography of the area with a few things lit up that marked showing me where I can go. I saw some black stuff. You got to be real careful. There's wolves in this game, and they can beat you to death. I mean, you get attacked by a couple wolves, and they'll kill you. Looks like a logging thingy down here. And I think I saw a cabin back in there. Yeah, there's something right there. Not quite sure what it is, but it's cold as shit out here. That's definite. Look at that. We're about to start freezing. You got to be looking around real careful, like, because you'll find things like tools, hatchets, hunting knives, rifles, bullets, all this other stuff. And there's some fencing over there. All right, so I'm in clear cut. And I can look up here on my map, and I don't know which direction I'm going because it's really quite difficult to tell where the sun is. I mean, I'm assuming that that's east, if I've got it correct. I think the sun rises on the east, sets on the west, but I don't know if the sun's setting or rising. I think it's setting because it said we only had about, how many? About 10 hours of daylight left. So that might actually be west. East-west, that's to the left. So we're heading through, I want to see what this is up here, this little shack. You can hold shift to run. Oh, that's a sign. Okay. And that makes me think, now that looks like a watchtower. So let's, and an arrow pointing this way. So let's go up this way, maybe we can find something. Our condition's already dropping because we're freezing. So we got to get in somewhere and get warm. So hopefully there will be a house or something up here. I'm hoping. Now I don't think we don't have any materials. Now condition, from what I gathered, I'm not sure, but from what I gathered, it's something that kind of goes up and down as you play.
Too cold to think.
I'm too cold to think. Yeah, it's slowly going down. Hopefully it'll go back up though. I think the way that it works is your hunger, your thirst, all of that stuff, as long as you keep it in the green or low yellow, your condition slowly increases. If anything gets in the red, which as you saw, my cold is right now, if anything gets in the red, your condition slowly decreases because I'm freezing to death basically. So I need to get somewhere where it's warm so that my condition... Ooh. Oh, no, don't fall off there. Oh, good Lord. Oh, okay, I got out of it. So we need to get up here. Okay, yeah, forestry lookout. Looking at the map. Yeah, okay, I know exactly where I'm at now. Now, I'm only going to use the map for the first or second, first couple little bit, first hour or so. And that's just so that I have a general idea of where to go and what's going on so that I can learn these places. Good Lord. I've climbed one of these towers before. It's about what it's like. Is there a door? Now, I don't know how to... Left click opens. Left click closes. All right, there's some stuff. There's a pry bar.
That'll come in handy.
Beat up Pride Boy. Ooh, you can move it around too. Opening up lock conditions. And everything in the game has a condition, as you can see. Is that something I can pick up? No. Control crouches. There's a metal container. Got some wood matches. That's good. Ooh, there's a bullet, as I had mentioned earlier about rifle rounds and stuff like that. There's a bullet. All right, there's a first aid kit. Hydrogen peroxide. That's good if I get cut or something. Ooh, water purification tablets. All right, there's some beef jerky. That is a can of peaches.
I could use this.
Ooh, a can opener. Can I pick that up? Oh, I can. Fantastic. Is that an axe too? A hatchet? Good Lord. This place is great. All right, newspaper. All right, let's hit tab and see. All right, we're still freezing. So we need to get a fire going. And you go into here and you go to forge wood and you pick what you want to. I want to do reclaimed wood. 20, 40, 60. That'll give me 3 of them. And I'll burn 380 calories. So let's forge that. It's going to take us 1 hour to do it. Now, hopefully, we can start a fire. We got wood matches. We got newspaper print. Reclaimed wood. We do have an accelerant. All right, because you have a chance of success up here, 90%. Without that, it's a 50-50 chance, and you lose the materials if you fail, I believe. My base skill is 50, so you only get a 50. I think every time you light a fire, though, you get a point to it. The duration of the fire is going to be 30 minutes. So let's start it because we're freezing. We need a fire going. Come on, pass. All right, yep. See, my fire starting skill increased to 51. It's still freezing in here. This should warm us up some. So let's go in here and let's go to add some fuel. How long do we have? 50 something, 25-minute fuel duration. Now it's at 54. An hour and a half. All right, so we're warming up. Now, while we're doing this, we can heat up some peaches. How long is that going to take? Doesn't say. Use a can opener. And now we're going to cook up the peaches. Our conditions dropped down to 60% because we're freezing. But it should be fixing. All right, let's melt some snow. I don't know how. I wish it would tell you how long. I'm losing a lot of calories doing this, but we need something to drink. All right, we don't have to boil it. We can just, I don't have anything to add to the fire. Good golly. All right, tab. Forge some wood. I need 1 piece forge. Hopefully there'll still be embers. Hopefully I'll still be able to light it back up. No, it's out. All right. But look at the code. Our code came all the way down. So we need to eat. You hit I to go into your inventory. You click there to go to food. We got some beef jerky. This is going to give us 350 calories. That's good. Because we're like starving. Now we're up to 1,000. We can eat these hot opened peaches. That's going to give us 450 calories. Which is good. Now if you look at the water's unsafe. If you go to your medical stuff, though, I've got these water purification tablets. I can hear him shake it. That was cool. All right, how much do I have? I've got 0.26 gallons, 0.74 un. So we're going to add these. .4. How much? I want to see how much they do. All right, 0.47. No. God dang it. I used the antibiotics. That was stupid. Use that. 0.47. It's all right. You learn from your mistakes, right? 0.47, 0.2. So about a quarter of a gallon. And I want to save one of these, which I've got one left. Notice there's a number up here, ×2. So I'm going to save that one in case we get in trouble. All right, so let's go to I for inventory. We ate, but now we need to drink. 0.79 down to 0.70. So we only drank, oh, it tells you down here. Okay. All right, what are we at now? So we're still hungry, but we've managed to hang off our thirst. We're warm. And I'm just looking to make sure. All right, we got about, we don't know because it's foggy outside. Would have been nice to have found a bedroll or something. But from here, we can head back north and go to the east, and there's a logging cabin thing over there. Let's see. There's also a pond south of us with a cabin. What's that cabin? We got to circle around. I don't know. I don't know. But we're going to figure it out. Because we're not going to stay in here. We got at least 8 hours of daylight left. Because we came in here with 10. We're a little tired, but not too bad. I say we go. Oh, good Lord. It's cold, cold, cold out here. Never mind. We don't have anything to eat, though. All right, let's, we need something to eat bad. This is like I said, it's a pretty rough survival game. You have to keep on track of food. Yeah, we have absolutely no food. Oh, we do. We started with a bedroll. We got a pry bar. We don't have very much clothing. Got a pair of cotton long underwear, which is really bad condition. Pair of jeans, pair of basic gloves, some basic boots, pair of wool socks, and a toque. And that's it. All right. Yeah, we've got to go. The weather sucks. We could try sleeping for an hour. Let's rest for an hour. Maybe the weather will change. I don't really know, but it's saving our game. That's good. All right, let's get out of here. It's still windy as heck, but we're getting warmer and colder and warmer and colder. We're going to end up freezing again. I don't remember where. There's where we go down. Oh, light grunt. You got to be careful. You could twist your ankle and stuff. I'm running, and I really shouldn't be. But it's cold. As you can see, the cold's coming up fast. Come on. All right, I think I'm going a little bit southwest. How cold is it outside? 24 degrees? That ain't so bad, actually. I definitely don't want to go off this. There's a frozen something down there. Kind of looks like the frozen bodies that I saw that other guy looting. All right, we're going northwest. Yeah, I can't go off there. It gets really, 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 really cold at night. So it's not a good idea to be out in the nighttime. We can also go northeast, which that's west, which is this way, the way I'm going now. And there's a few cabins over here. Let's go search them out. Actually, they're quite a ways. But we're in Clear Cut now, which I know where he is. So east of here, there's the Cabin Road sign. Right there, Forestry Road. I'm just going to kind of follow the terrain. We should find... I wonder if I'm burning more calories by running. How many calories? 1182? I don't know. Yeah, 1174. Yeah, we are actually. So we're going to walk. Just so that we can get there. There's a lot of really cool stuff that I saw him do in the game that we haven't stumbled upon yet. Like there are places where... Ooh, there's a deer. See that deer off to the left over there? You can hunt deer with a rifle. If we've got a bullet. If we could find a rifle, we could go kill that deer. We could also get attacked by wolves. Or we could run the deer towards wolves, and then the wolves will attack the deer. And then you can kill the wolf, and you can salvage from both. We've got a hatchet, but it's better to have a hunting knife, apparently, time-wise. Now, I don't know if... What am I gasping for? Is it too cold again? No, I'm good. I'm just tired. No? My hunger's going up, though, so we definitely need to find some food. And you got to be looking around on the ground because you'll stumble upon things just laying there. All right, there's the forestry, another forestry road sign. So that tells me that I'm at least going in the right direction. Yeah, there they are. I can see the little blue one right over there. See the window? And you got to be real careful about coming up on places like this too. We're going to come up on this place and there could be wolves. So you got to be real careful. You can always run to a door, but if a wolf gets to you, I saw the guy get attacked, and the wolf knocks you down and literally starts eating you. But there's a few places here. 1, 2, 3. 3 places we can search. Hopefully we can find some food so we don't starve to death. There's something right there. Ooh, an energy bar.
What have we here?
That's food. A drawer. Nothing. Some newsprint. Newsprint's good for making fires. Cedar firewood. Some herbal tea. Ooh, simple tools. Simple tools usable for basic crafting and repair. Outstanding. All right, there's a bed. Another newspaper. Come on, give me some food. Yes, another energy bar. There's something right there. Another can opener. Hear the floors creaking? That is awesome. All right, let's go search out the others before it gets too late. That's all in this place, I believe. We're still over 1,000 calories. That's not too bad. It's not too great, but... Oh, a lantern.
That'll come in handy.
Piece of cloth. There's something there. Nothing apparently. All right. Let's hit escape. Options, key bindings. There's a way to pull out your lantern too. There we go. Tin of coffee.
This.
Nothing. Ooh, jerry can. Kerosene, fuel for oil lamps. So we've got another almost 0.8 gallons of fuel. Thanks to that. There's newspaper. How do you turn it off? Oh, you just left click again. All right, let's go into that third room. Loading screen is terrible. This one. I'm hoping one of these has a burner. You know, like a little furnace or something. Empty. Some more peaches.
What have we here?
Some reclaimed wood. Plastic container. Oh, Lordy. Ooh, a metal container. Come on, give me something. Everything can't be empty. Everything's been salvaged. Ooh, energy bar. Something else. Ooh, a scarf. That'll help with the cold. But nowhere to... Let's turn this off. All right, so let's go into our inventory. Let's put that scarf on. You can hit wear. And if you notice, that'll give us 0.1 degree Fahrenheit of body warmth, 0.1 degree of wind chill. Now let's go into food. We can eat these. Hunger's pretty low. Let's eat one more. Hunger's gone. Good. All right, so let's go into equipment. Let's drink some more water. All right, so hunger and thirst are taken care of. Cold and fatigue are not. How much more? We got about 2 hours of daylight. So it isn't too advisable to go back out, but we're going to go. I can't believe that none of these three buildings. I want to go check that first one again because I can't remember. I can't believe none of these three. Let's get back over to this one because I don't remember. I don't think this one did, but. You'd be able to see it look like a little. No, yeah, there's nothing. Now let's see. Air temperature 23, feels like 31. Clothing warmth is 8. Clothing wind chill or 8 plus 5. 13. 36. Yeah, we can sleep in a bed. But we got 2 hours of daylight left. So, I don't know, folks. I think what we'll do is for the rest of this, the end of this episode is that we'll sleep here. And we're going to sleep. Oh, it don't tell me what time it is. We've got about 2 hours. Back. I'll forage. Let's forage. We're going to forage some. There's none of that. Ooh, a hatchet. 1, 2. We're going to, there we go. We'll forage 10 of these woods. That'll take us to 2 hours of daylight left. All right. How cold is it? It's getting cold. So we're going to jump in this bed and we're going to sleep for 6, 7, 8 hours. And that'll be that, folks. I will see you guys in the next episode where we continue out, head back, and try and find those cabins. Try and search around, see what we can find. I have survived 18 hours, 38 minutes. I am thirsting to death, but I'm not cold. Let's go to equipment. We can go to here and we can drink. We've got plenty of water. We still got almost half a gallon. Let's check out food. What food we got? We got some canned peaches. So yeah, eat it up. Look at that, 14, 15, back up to almost 1,600 calories. I don't think you can just start a fire. I think you have to have a... So we're good on everything except hunger. Hunger seems to be the biggest bane. Herbal tea, tin of coffee. Warm your insides on a cold night. But I can't cook it anyway. All right, we're out of... Ooh, wait, that's a door. We're going to sleep 2 more hours. All right, the darkness will be gone. There we go. All right, we can see. What's our condition like? We're a little bit hungry. So we need to go find food and all that stuff, and we will do that in the next episode. Hope you guys are enjoying this. If you are, please like, comment, and subscribe. This is kind of like a play test. I will do 2 episodes, maybe 3 at the most, just like I have on the other games. And if I get a large enough response, you know, a handful of likes, I will continue and play more. If I don't, then I will move on to another game, just as I've done to this one. All right, guys, take it easy. Have a great day.